I'm Christine with Pack Hacker. In this video, we're taking a look at the Bellroy Transit Carry-On Plus, which I've been testing for 2 weeks. Let's dive in. So this is a 46-liter carry-on bag. It weighs like a little over 7 pounds or a little over 3 kilograms, depending on which side of the ocean you're on. And it's made with 80% recycled polycarbonate, nice hard side. You do see the extendable handle on the back side here, which is a look which I have actually gotten used to. At first I was like, whoa, and now I kind of like it. So take that as you will. We have, it's so hard to like sort of show, so I'm gonna just do it here. We have the Bellroy logo just really nice printed on the front, very minimalist. Sort of has the same look as every other, Bellroy product you'll be carrying if you carry a lot of Bellroy. So that is great. And then we also have woven handles here on the top, they're slightly padded and they're really comfortable. You can see it sort of like extends and retracts. And there is a similar one on the side, which I will show you when I get to the TSA lock. But while we're up here, we might as well talk about the extendable handle. You can see the cute little Bellroy logo there. And it extends up really nicely and it just clicks. It clicks beautifully into place. If I actually do this, I'm gonna hit the camera, so I'm gonna show you later. But it's really nice to hold. It's just angled nicely, and then the button on the bottom is how you extend it. It's got 3 stopping points. Hopefully one of those will work out for you. I found plenty of places for me. So let's flip this bad boy to the side so you can see. Now here's the side carry handle. Again, these are just great for like pulling it out of the trunk of your vehicle or the overhead bin. Speaking of which, it is, like many pieces of carry-on luggage, slightly over the dimensions allowed by most carriers. It's going to depend on who you fly with. If you fly, like I fly Delta a lot, they're rather permissible. It's going to fit. It definitely is going to fit up there. It's just a matter of whether like you're the last to board and they're running out of space, then you might have to gate check it. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you keep anything really essential with you in another personal item that you can either stick under the seat or just have in a sling with you, and you'll be fine. But hopefully you can make it on board. You should be able to, but it depends how strict your airline is. We've got YKK zippers, and it's a water resistant one. It's not AquaGuard or anything, it's just sort of reverse coil, so it keeps out most moisture, and it clicks into a TSA approved lock so you can keep it from opening accidentally or through nefarious purposes, but TSA can get in if they need to. Flipping it this way, I have it fully packed, so it's a little heavy. There we go. There, now it's centered. We've got Hinomoto silent run wheels. There's another word with it and I can't remember, Lafoso. Anyways, they're really nice. We've got 4 wheels. They spin really nicely. They're slightly recessed, but not so much that they're so deep and you hit bumps and whatnot. And also not so much that you lose a ton of space inside, which is great, but they really run very nicely, obviously depending on what surface you are going over. So as you can see, this is the tallest height adjustment, and then we have that and that, which the lowest one for me at 5'5" I found is best for rolling it along next to me on 4 wheels, which is my preferred method. But if you're taller, obviously you can make it taller. If you want to drag it behind you, it flips really easily between 4 wheels and 2, which is great when you're going over rougher surfaces. It just sort of naturally does that, and that works out really, really well. So I do have to say, I failed to mention before that Bellroy has extended their warranty on these bags to be 10 years, which is great. And then also what you're gonna get is both types of handles, the lock and the wheels and the packing cells inside are all you can replace them, repair them yourself. You just call Bellroy and they will be sending you a DIY repair kit that just uses hex screws and hex tools to fix it. So I really think that's really great. You know, hopefully these wheels and everything lasts for you throughout the 10 years. But if you do hit a snag, literally, you know, they will send you a kit to where you can repair it yourself without having to give up the bag for too long, which is a really great shout. So I want to show you this up close, but look how nicely the handle retracts when you push it in. It like falls. It's great, huh? Satisfying, very satisfying. And so if you are finding this video helpful, go ahead and take this time while I'm opening up the bag to give it a like and a like and subscribe so we can keep bringing you content like this to help you travel smarter. And it does help if I have the combination turned to the right numbers before I try to open it. Otherwise, you can just see, as I was struggling there, it definitely, you know, locks in place and nobody's gonna get into your bag, which is awesome. So what is really unique about this bag that I noticed and really actually appreciated is it comes with, Bellroy calls these packing cells. They're packing cubes, okay? It comes with 2 built-in packing cubes that perfectly fit the dimensions of the bag and so perfectly take up the space on this back half here, which I just found so useful. Now, if you already own packing cubes or whatever, you can take these out because you can see oh, I'm leaning over there. Here, let's do it back here. They have these little toggle and loop situations going on. So you can just take them out and you can disconnect them and you can either flip them out of the way, you could flip the whole thing out of the way. If you don't want to use them at all, they basically act like one of those like compression panels that a lot of other brands have. And so you can just use it like that. But I kind of look at it as why not use the nice packing cubes that they sent you. Anywho, so you can see what it does do is, of course, like most rolling luggage, you know, we have the channels with the handles to deal with. And so if you just use the packing cubes, again, like just about any of the other ones, you will have wasted space. Well, instead, I used it for socks and underwear, my bathing suits, packable hat. And then you can see, okay, my underwear's not in here. You didn't need to see that. But you can see how it basically uses up all the available space. And then these lay flat. I packed for a 10-day trip to Florida that's half land, half a cruise, and I fit just fine in here. So I've got, I believe, like between these, I've got like 4 t-shirts, 4 tank tops, 4 dresses, a cover up. I've got some travel shoes over here. So this is the opposite side where it has organization that we often see on hard-sided bag because something has to hold this all in place as you open it. And so we've got this mesh pocket here where I put some very thin, flat travel shoes. I did make sure to brush off the dirt, but also there's like mesh and mesh, so I'm not too concerned about that. But if you could always put a hat or gloves or whatever, or nothing if you don't want. And then this other space just opens up with this large zipper, and then you have the rest of your clothing and gear. In my case, I've got a pair of jeans here, and then I've got all my shorts, and then my obscenely large toiletry bag, because that's how I roll, and my another pair of travel shoes. And you can see, like, because this side doesn't have the channel for the handles coming through it, you have a lot more space here to play with. So, I mean, obviously you can mix and match. This is just how I like to pack. Even if I didn't have the built-in packing cubes, I like to put my clothing on this side and my bulkier gear over here. Some people flip it. It's all up to you, but you can see how much space you have. And like I said, now granted, you know, I am on the smaller side, and I'm packing for a summer trip, so it's, you know, warm weather clothing. I don't need like a ton of sweaters and whatnot. So I would say that comfortably you can definitely fit between, you know, 5 or 10 days in here, depending on the size of your gear, the weather when you're going and whatnot. But it's just, I really found it one of the most innovative, and excuse me if I'm just fawning a little bit too much, but I thought it was like a really, really innovative take on a carry-on, because if you just want one system and you just want to get everything all at once, it's kind of all there. Now granted, yes, these are not compression cubes. Here, let me show you the back side. These are not compression cubes, but still they're just like a lot of other packing cubes we have tested. You can see what's inside. It's got a little breathability. It's got nice materials here. And then just the benefit is it locks into place. So if you're looking for sort of an all-in-one packing solution, this might be the one for you. So there you have it, the Bellroy Transit Carry-On Plus. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next one.